The Little Mermaid will release on the 26th of May 2023, officially. However, pre-screenings are happening everywhere, and some reviews are already in. It is no secret that The Little Mermaid is riddled with controversy. At the forefront of this controversy is the casting choice for Ariel. Most who grew up watching this cartoon will know her as a redhead. In addition to her hair color, her skin color is another topic of debate. Many feel that the current actress Halle Bailey does not represent Ariel accurately. For some, this is just Disney doing another race swap. It is worth pointing out that some feel differently about this. Those who believe Ariel's whiteness has no bearing on the story are on the opposite spectrum of the argument. We see this argument constantly, especially over the last few years. Remakes of old classics are happening all the time. However, over the past few weeks, the volume at which they have been taking place has been much more frequent. Usually, remakes exist to take a classic story and bring it to a modern audience. The script, however, needs to be modernized and reimagined, and the remake aims to improve the original work so new fans can enjoy it. There are examples of retellings that falls outside the traditional criteria of remakes. An excellent example of this is superhero movies. Every few years, we get a new Spider-Man or Batman movie, and they cast a new actor and retell the story with a few changes. Technically, these count as retellings and reboots rather than remakes. However, they stay close to the original IP in all these cases. Disney is doing the same. They are not remaking The Little Mermaid. They are rebooting it. The only difference is the skin color of the lead actress. This is a small change, and one has to wonder how much this matters. Irrespective of where you land on this whole debate, we do need to look ahead and judge this movie for what it is. However, before we get into the video further, if you like the content, please consider liking and subscribing. If you do not like the content in video format, I also have a blog where you can read up on all the latest stories. If you know how to read, links will be in the description. Now, back to the video. The reviews for The Little Mermaid are in, and opinions is currently split. These reviews come from critics, thus, we must take it lightly. There are now 104 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie is sitting at 70%, which is a respectable score. There are a few things about the film that stands out. Most agree that the underwater world is less colorful than the original animation, which is familiar to everyone. Most Disney remakes deal with this problem. The movie can sometimes be visually unpleasing, a common problem for Disney live-action movies. The live-action worlds have a much darker undertone. However, although the film has flaws, many agree that Halle Bailey is breathtaking. Her performance is phenomenal, and this is in large part due to her singing voice. However, it would only be a review pointing out the obvious. As always, some people feel the film needed to go further. Some are calling this a feminist remake that did not go far enough. I am still determining exactly how far they want this movie to go. Overall, most feel that the original soul of the film is still there. It is, of course, early days. We will only know the accurate opinions of fans once they start scoring it.
I'm dying inside, and all I see are demons. I try to hide all my...
Halle Bailey is very vocal about her experience in this film. She is proud of her performance and has every right to be. In a recent interview with Glamour, Halle stated she cried when initially seeing herself as the Little Mermaid. She is very open about the fact that she thinks representation is essential. Black girls need to see black princesses. There are those, of course, who push back against these sentiments. They feel that she should not represent black girls but all girls. Whenever race swapping happens, you say that the lead character's race should not matter. The color of the character is optional to the role. However, at the same time, you keep talking about how important it is to have black representation. So, which one is it? Does the character's race not matter, or is it essential? Are you representing all girls or only black girls? Why is a black Little Mermaid so crucial if you want people not to look at race? Many on the other side of the argument are ready to answer these questions. The people who say race should not matter do not want a black Little Mermaid. Representation is important, and young black girls should have black Disney princesses to look up to. You can say you want to be a black princess for black girls and still include everyone else. A black girl can exist seeing a black princess while other girls are equally excited over the same princess. Children do not care about the race of the princess. Most people making a fuss about this are adults. At the same time, there might be a general sense of excitement seeing a princess on screen that looks like you, however most just want to watch a mermaid swim. The reaction of the media towards this movie is expected. When it comes to the reviews for the film, most are split. However, no one dares to mention anything negative about the lead actress, and they either praise her work or ignore her completely. We saw a very similar situation happen recently with Queen Cleopatra. The series is out on Netflix with only 14 reviews. This is an insufficient number, and the low number of reviews is curious. The series could be better. However, no one wants to express themselves honestly because it might sound like they're criticizing the lead actress. Although The Little Mermaid is different, the core premise remains the same. The movie is good. It might have flaws, but no one thinks it is terrible. It certainly won't be getting a review score of 1%. However, if you mention the performance of the lead actress in any capacity, that is not overwhelmingly positive, they will pounce on you. However, there is no reason to criticize her performance. A big test for this film will be the box office numbers. Disney will not want another box office disaster. They will be banking on this movie to succeed. This film will reach less than $1 billion. I see this movie at around $500 million. If they achieve this, the movie will roughly break even. For those who do not know, you take the movie's budget and triple it to factor in marketing and advertising. Although The Little Mermaid is different, the core premise remains the same. The movie is good. It might have flaws, but no one thinks it is terrible. It certainly won't be getting a review score of 1%. However, if you mention the performance of the lead actress in any capacity, that is not overwhelmingly positive, they will pounce on you. However, there is no reason to criticize her performance. A big test for this film will be the box office numbers. Disney will not want another box office disaster. They will be banking on this movie to succeed. This film will reach less than $1 billion. I see this movie at around $500 million. If they achieve this, the movie will roughly break even. For those who do not know, you take the movie's budget and triple it to factor in marketing and advertising.